So we're pretty much nailed on to win the title now. It would take an absolute catastrophe to not win it. But I think I've done my maths right, and we should win it in this episode. We should win it nicely. We should also get a guard of honour from Man United. So I'm hoping everything goes right, and this works out perfectly. In my head, it has. But we'll take a look at things and hope for the best, shall we? So welcome back to the episode, guys. Hopefully the last episode of this third season where we can win the title for the third time. Let's take a quick look. Of course, we don't really want to talk about it too much, but we did lose and got battered in the Champions League to Ajax nonetheless. And then hung on for a 3-3 draw at home to Arsenal there last episode. We did, however, go to Everton. We got a 96th minute winner from Mark King, of course, our academy graduate. First full season at Liverpool, and he scores the winner against Everton. So that couldn't have been any more perfect. And then we played Chelsea, and Jason Stone scored, Ben Doak scored, and Curtis Jones. All three, I was going to say Englishmen, but that would be a bit of an offensive thing to Ben Doak. But all three British players who are hopefully going to be a mainstay in this team for the years to come. Of course, this episode, we've got the two Manchester clubs. We're hopefully going to win it this episode. We're hopefully going to win it against Man City. Of course, with 15 points clear, with that game in hand, win it, even draw it, I think. We'll be too far out of reach for Arsenal. So hopefully that'll be quite nice. And then Man United will come to us and get beat. And they'll have to give us a guard of honour at the same time. So that would be nice too. But of course, we'll take it one step at a time. The only thing really to show you is where is Mr. Carter Pinnington? Has got a bit brave in his quite a few first team appearances this season, and thought, do you know what? I'm asking for a new contract. So considering he's on £2,000 a week and played 18 Premier League games, started 18 Premier League games with a decent rating, really decent rating. We can't really deny him that. So he's been offered a new contract. And that's kind of all the news so far that you really need to know. Of course, shall we just get straight into that Man City game and hopefully get the ball rolling on that title win? So about to kick off. Hopefully, hopefully the win will come. But what I was going to say, guys, is that I failed to touch upon just as we started the video is I'm probably going to do a bit of an overhaul of the squad this summer. And I know that sounds pretty strange considering we can't buy any players, but I think what I've struggled with the most, probably 3/4 of the season, when everyone is fully fit, is trying to integrate the youth players while still appeasing the first teamers and giving them the time they want and probably deserve. So I think I won't sort of do any spoilers or anything and tell you who's kind of in my ideas to leave, but I think I may end up getting rid of probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 first teamers, and almost be forced into. I mean, Grealish. Just take a look at this, and that's surely offside. I think big, huge deflection there. If that's not offside, then I'm pretty blind. But yeah, I'm pretty certain that was offside. Well, apparently not. How was that not offside? He looked miles off. Not the start we wanted at all. But yeah, without spoiling things, I'm going to probably get rid of 3 or 4 players and almost force the youth players into play in every game, in the sense, rather than rotational. I think we need to start relying more on the youth, probably just to make things a little bit harder. Throw him in at the deep end, why not, kind of thing. But here's Diaz now, who played not very well at all season long. And again, there shows how poor he was. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So we'll touch upon that more in the next episode when we look at the review and kind of, I say the review, it depends. We might lose both games and not actually win the league. So let's just hold fire on that and not be too overconfident because things aren't going our way at the moment. So yeah, we'll put all that sort of the back of the mind for now. Let's concentrate on this game, and there's definitely work to it. Ward's getting that draw, but I don't really want to. I mean, Man City have been awful all season long. If we take a quick look at the league table in a second, I think they're about 7th or 8th, but Haaland is back in the team now, and of course Haaland's back in the team and scoring for fun. I mean, that looked onside to me, considering the first one. But what do I know now, considering... I mean, how was that disallowed? The first one was miles off. The second one wasn't. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Haaland has been injured for half the season. You see Man City there in 8th. Of course, as soon as he's back in the squad, they're winning. So, it does show they are quite a one-man team. So, I think what we're going to do is put Salah on the right as usual. Jason Stone's had a quiet game. Nunes, or I think, both been very poor this season. So, even Soberslai, they've all been, well, we're all having a poor game. But I think we need to change something. I mean, there's a big mistake there from Man City. Soberslai, and just like that, we've somehow clawed it back 1-1. The title's back on, guys. The title is back on. It's nice to see that sort of thing happen to me. If you followed sort of, the whole series, if you followed my previous series and stuff, we were always on the end of shocking, dodgy mistakes like that. So really nice to see us actually take advantage of one for once. But it looks like we may well be on the attack now. Darwin Núñez, I think that's 2-1. It did look a bit borderline. Is it even going to VAR? It's not, is it? 2-1 up. We've turned it around in 5 minutes. I mean, yeah. Super sub. Or tactical genius. We'll call it tactical genius, won't we? I mean, look at those stats. Not good. Did I speak too soon? Robertson having a good game. De Bruyne has been very quiet, but makes a saver there out of Alisson. It's gone out for the corner. I would like the win, just because it's Man City. We got Pennington and Konate really on yellow cards, so I might look at taking one of them off. Probably more likely to be Pennington. But for some reason, I've not put how have I not put a centre-back on the bench? That's just ridiculous. I think what we will do is put Bajcetic back there. Put Trent into the DM position. Bring off Pennington and put Bradley on. I think that's probably the best solution to that problem. Kind of just hoping that we hold on now, really. Generally, you get a whole barrage of Man City attacks when you're losing. So if we win this, we've really snuck it under the radar. But, say a big but, it looks like we're about to win the title. However, let's see this through first. Nice little bit of football there. Bradley with the ball. Into Salah. Can we really finish the game off for 3-1? Salah hooks it back to Ben Doak. Soberslai there with his second of the game. That's 3-1. And we haven't played well at all, guys, but somehow we're 3-1 up. And that's title number 3 wrapped up right there. He says, considering, I hope I've got my maths right, otherwise this could look really silly in a second when we don't win the title. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, come on, just finish the game. Who needs 7 minutes to stoppage time? I mean, saying that, we are on the attack, so we could rub it in even more now. Darwin Núñez runs very, very wide, cuts it back to Salah. Is he going to shoot for 4? Oh, look at that. How are we winning 4-1? I do not know, guys. But we'll take it. I'm not arguing with a 4-1 victory away to Man City. And there we have. Have we won the title? Of course we've won the title. 3 in a row. I mean, yeah, things are easy, right? Don't get me wrong. I did just sort of mention earlier in the video that I am kind of looking to get rid of some of those first team players now and really cement those youth players into the first team. So it could get more difficult in the next couple of years. But just for now, let's celebrate. There's title number 3. What have we won this year? The Carabao Cup and the Premier League. So we're still missing that elusive Champions League. However, I think in, for example, 3 or 4 years, I'd like to be winning a Premier League and Champions League double to finish this series off. That will be the ideal scenario. So hopefully we get there. We just kind of have to roll with it for now. But there we have it. Third league in a row. 4-1 victory at Man City. That was very nice. So always nice for you really big Liverpool fans to see. Moving in the opposite direction to Man United. 20 league titles are still stuck on, of course. Now that we've won 3, we've leapfrogged them and we're pulling away. So always good to know. So hopefully a nice little finish to the end of the season. So here's the lineup. And spot the mistake. We'll talk about that in a second. But here's the lineup for the Man United game. We've got Alisson in goal. Of course, we've got Trent, Konate, Szoboszlai and Robertson, the back four. We've got Bajcetic, King and Elliott, the midfield 3. And then a front 3 of Salah, Gordon and Núñez. Of course, I said spot the mistake. And of course, we've got Szoboszlai starting as a centre-back. So I will change that in a minute. Would like to see if we get a nice little guard of honour from Man United. I haven't really seen that on FM24 yet. So I thought we could just run the what would you call it? The kind of the intro to the match and just see if we do, and then we do. Oh, that's just beautiful, isn't it? Man United of all teams giving us the guard of honour. Doesn't get much better than that. So, but yeah, of course, talking about that mistake, we've got Szoboszlai starting in the middle. What we'll just do is swap him and Bajcetic round for now. Nice little guard of honour to see there. So I'm glad we didn't miss that. But yeah, we'll just swap Szoboszlai and Bajcetic, who can play as a centre back there. And yeah, hopefully we got a corner here, but I was going to say hopefully we get a good start to the game. But Szoboszlai with the corner. Of course, we have got Mark King starting in the centre of midfield. I'm hoping he will get plenty more game time next season. I think him, Stone, probably Gordon will probably get some. I think Ben Doak will maybe be the season that he tries to take over from Salah. The problem we got there is I don't think Salah's going to be too happy on not starting that many games, because this season just gone, Salah wasn't happy with the amount of games he started or played, and he's started quite a few. So we'll just kind of have to see how things go. But generally speaking, we'll be probably playing a lot more youth next season, which might mean we may struggle. But I'm quite happy to drop down a couple of places. If we still finish in the top 4 with a predominantly youthful team, kind of still classes as a win for me. I'm not saying that the team or the fans or the owners will be happy about that, but me, on the other hand, will be pretty happy. We've started this game quite good against Man United. We could do with a bit more possession. Hopefully we grow into the game a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, as the season goes, we've played really well. It's just the Champions League we're struggling with. That's quite far out from Szoboszlai there. 30 yards, 35 yards. It's out for a corner though, so Szoboszlai again, hopefully we can do something with this. Whips it into the box. And it looks like it's away. Yeah, there we go. But very quiet. I mean, set piece, Konate there over. Set piece wise, I think we've probably had a few more shots than Man United, but what he says always happens, doesn't it? Always talk about set piece. Oh, why do I do it? Talk about set pieces. Talk about how we've had more set pieces than Man United and that we're great. And then seconds later, Man United have a set piece and score. So against the run of play, fair to say, potentially. I don't want to lose to Man United at home. I don't care if we've won the title. You do not want to lose to your rivals at home. So a bit of a kicking at half time. And hopefully we do what we did at Man City. We come out second half and won 4-1. So same again, please. Saying that, I think this is where I'm going to struggle next season with. You play the youth, and of course they don't always. And there's a great header there from Darwin Núñez into the near corner. That's 1-1. But yeah, that's the problem with the youth. If they're not performing, which they don't every week, you almost feel obliged to fall back onto the first team players and kind of to try and get you out the hole, but I don't want to sort of rely on them too much anymore. But I think we'll probably put Elliott. I think what we'll do is we'll go back to our original plan where we have Pennington playing at the back with Kanate. So hopefully Pennington grows even more next season. He's had a great season so far, but I do need a starting centre-back who's more complete. So he really needs to... Smith Rowe there absolutely smashed that past Alisson. Yeah, we're losing 2-1. This isn't good. Can't lose to Man United. I think Salah's had a really quiet game. What am I doing? I think we will keep Núñez on, but put him back to an inverted winger on the left. Bring on Stone through the middle. Sounds like a plan. Hopefully, something happens. We've not had the most possession. However, we're racking up the shots on target big time, but nothing's happening. Salah's not had the best game. He's probably had his best season so far for me. Oh, nice to see Jadon Sancho there back in the Man United team with Ten Hag and all that business going on. But come on, we cannot lose to Man United at home. Do not want to see this happen. But I think, 20 shots on goal. We've only scored one shot. This is it, surely. This is our chance. I'm not losing 3-1. We can't lose 3-1, surely. Garnacho there. How has he scored that? Alisson's getting old. He can't get down to them anymore, apparently. Man United have done exactly what we've done to Man City on the previous game just played. Absolute domination from us. Maybe don't look at the possession, look at the shots. Just the shots. But they've come away with a 3-1 victory. And maybe we were still a little bit hungover from the victory. So we'll put it down to that. But that's kind of that, guys. And on that note, let's just quickly look at the fixtures. Of course, we've got 4 more games to play. We've got no Champions League football or any finals to look forward to. So I am going to go now. We're going to play these final 4 games off camera. It's kind of no point in you seeing him. It feels a little bit pointless. I'd rather come back and show you to look forward to next season kind of thing. So I'm going to play these 4 off camera, come back for the season review. We'll take a quick look at these 4 games then. And hopefully we've got a big summer ahead of us. I did sort of tease a little bit of we're probably going to sell some first team players, but we'll touch upon that more in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.